Hi, hi, hi. Ollie, Ollie, Oxenfree. Yoo-hoo. Anybody out there? I am killing time saying hey. Um, and I want to show you, I guess a lot of it's gone now. It was so pretty this morning. It was stunning. I think I took one picture that I haven't put up yet. It was so stunning. The snowstorm was spectacular, but it was certainly a pain in the neck this morning. I had stuff, I had to go out and I had stuff to do and had to deal with the car. It was very heavy, very wet snow, but I made it and I'm back and I've been working all day. I thought I'd come on. First of all, Christine, happy birthday, you beautiful girl. Why does it look like there's a weird line on here? I don't know. My tripod broke, mostly because I play with it too much and then I just broke it. So I'm holding this, so I'm sorry that I'm holding it. I thought that maybe, and maybe not, but I thought that maybe somebody might have a question they want to toss out or a topic that they want to toss out today. I had so many on my mind that I didn't know which way I wanted to go. So I thought that maybe somebody had something, shoot me a message and ask a question or throw out a topic. It doesn't have to be a question. Maybe you want to have a discussion on a topic. It could be a life topic, but I'm more looking for a marketing topic. I am preparing tonight for a webinar. There's a marketer extraordinaire. Eric, what's going on? Hello, Camille. So I'm preparing for a webinar tonight, and I have a product that I launched. I'll answer that, Christine. I had a product that me and my company IQ Up launched, and now we're going to mix it up. We're at the end of the beta, so tonight's the last night of the special offer. So I'm tweaking out the presentation and stuff. I really want people to get access to it. Christine asks, where do you draw the line on free consultation? I think it has to do, Christine, with where you are in your business. When I was starting out, I would pretty much talk to anybody. I would jump on the phone with anybody. I'd give advice. I'd give help to anybody for a certain period of time. You have to control yourself. And I certainly would give them some tips and things, looking to find out whether they might be a prospect for what I was selling. Later on, I'm still a sucker. I still give out a lot of free stuff. But the question is, when you're doing Christine, give me a little more context. I think you mean like when somebody offers a free consultation, I think you gotta, first of all, create a time limit, because it's easy to get carried away. Second of all, you ask the person some questions and then give them a little bit of direction on something that might help them. And then you want to learn how to pivot to make an offer to them. Okay, and that's where most people are struggling. It's not that the consultation's no big deal. Like if I go into a doctor for a consultation, right? My wrist hurts. Actually, it does. I kind of think I've been typing way too much, doing a lot of copy. I go into a doctor, okay? And the doctor's going to touch my wrist and feel my wrist and bend it around this, and this. And then he's going to say to me, he's going to basically make me an offer. Now, we don't think of it that way when it's medical, but he's going to say, we could do an MRI on it to take a look, but this is what I think it is. And then he might say, let's get you a wrist brace and have you come back in a month and we'll take a look and we'll see how it's feeling then. That's one version of an offer. Another version might be an MRI. Another version might be to cut my arm off. I don't know. But see, Christine, I think the languaging, where and how do you stop and go for the sale? The question is when you've ascertained what their challenge is so you can make a recommendation. So if somebody says to me, like right now, Christine, you're asking these questions, and I said, well, Christine, take me through the process that you normally use. How do you generate the lead? How do you get to speak to them? What kind of questions do you normally ask them? And what is the result from those questions? And then I go, well, okay, well, here's a couple things. Here's one tip for you. And then if you'd like to book a consulting session, I can do that for, $297. And in an hour, I could show you a process that would make a real difference for you and help you, sign up more people. So let me give you guys a big tip, and I say this over and over and over. Write it down. If you get matter of fact, don't try to sell, don't try to close, don't try to get them, just get matter of fact. Matter of fact is, look, I do this really well, and I think I can make a big difference. If you want to book an appointment, it's whatever for the hour, and I can show you how to get that done. Or let's say you're selling something. Listen, if you decide that you, let me show you what I'm up to. I know I can help you with that. If you want to join the team, or if you want to sign up, or you want to buy, you know, my skincare system or whatever, I'd be happy to help you with that. I can set up and book an appointment with you, and I can walk you through and get you fixed up on that. So see how the way I'm talking is, it's not, well, let me show you what I can do for you. It's just, you know what, I know I can help you with that. Here's what you need to do in order to get me to help you with that. Is that something you'd be interested in doing? Hi, Tula. It's really that. When you get concerned about what their answer is, and or when you're trying to sell them or close them, is when it gets weird. When you have lots of leads coming in and lots of conversations going on, then it's really easy to, you know, make that proposition to see whether it's something that interests them. So it really comes back to your attitude. It's not the offer, it's your attitude surrounding the offer. Does the person perceive that you are calm and collected and know you have a solution? Or does the person perceive that you're desperate and trying to get a sale? 98.6, I made that up. That's a human body temperature, I guess. But 99% of marketers, you know, what they're doing. Well, Christine, it flows from me because I do it every day. Okay, hey, Lynn, what's up? Did you guys get hit with the snow too, Linda? We got it pretty significant deal up here. Hey, Emmy. So do you guys understand that? I speak to so many people on a regular basis. I'm not desperate to get a sale. I'm not desperate to sign someone up. I'm not desperate for anything because I know what I've got. Another storm coming Sunday night. Yeah, I heard that. And so therefore, the people perceive that from me. Okay, the people perceive that from me. So Christine, you happen to sell skincare, right? So if you have an ad running or some lead generation running where you tell somebody you'll give them a free skin consultation, if it's local, you do it in person. If it's long distance, you might do it over Skype or Zoom or whatever. And you'd ask them some questions. Just like, guys, when I go to Sephora to get my makeup done, I don't know if you saw the pictures the other day, I got my makeup done, right? They ask questions. Tell me about your skin. Are you sensitive to anything? Are you dry? Are you oily? Right? And then they bring out some products that they're going to use while I'm getting my makeup done. And then at the end, they say, are there any of the products that we used on you today that you'd like to purchase? Nobody's like crying if I don't buy it. Sometimes I go in, I have at Sephora, I have a Rouge card, so I can get my makeup done for free. I don't have to buy anything if I don't want, right? Because I bought so much during the year. But let's say I had to buy something, right? Because if you don't have that card, you have to buy so much stuff. I could walk in and go buy hairspray, and the person who put the makeup on my face has no emotional attachment to whether or not what they use, the skincare and the makeup they use, is the right choice for me. So if I'm consulting someone on their skin, I might say to them, well, you know, tell me about your skin. How are you feeling? Now, how old are you? I might even, the easiest way to do this, actually, you made me think about it. We used to do in Herbalife. We had a questionnaire. So I would ask questions right off the sheet and I would jot down notes, right? And I'm using skincare as an example, but it would be the same with marketing. The first thing I ask someone is, so what are you doing for lead generation? How are you generating leads? Most people go, because they have no lead generation plan. So then I'll say, well, great. So what are you marketing? And that's the other thing that's funny. Everybody's a secret agent in this industry. So when they come to me for help, they don't want to tell me what program they're in. I always think that's adorable. It's like, well, what are you marketing? I market health and wellness. Oh, well, that narrows it down. Right? What program is it? Well, it's a nutraceutical. Okay. Will you tell me what program it is? So they finally tell me, great. So give me an idea of, you know, are you looking for customers or are you looking for team members? And they tell me what they want. Great. How big is your team right now? Find out that information. What are you doing for lead generation? Find out that information. And then I go, okay, well, I'm sure I could help you with that. What I have is, blankety blank blank. So when you go through and ask them some questions, and the big key to asking some questions is asking them what they've tried before and then saying, and how did that work out for you? Because they really wouldn't be seeking consultation if they were happy, usually. So when you say to them, great, what have you tried? And how is that working out for you? That's the moment where they admit to you that it's not working out as well as you want. And that's the minute that they become open to another possibility. Does that make sense? Guys, the reason why I do this, and I asked you guys to ask me a question, I'm going to keep coming out more often now and doing this, is if I prepare something, I'll give you the bullet points of what I prepared, right? And it's good, it's fine. But if you ask me a question, what happens is you're sucking the contents of my brain and 18 years of experience out of my head. So the more often somebody asks me a question, the better the content will be. A lot of you guys know who Gary Vaynerchuk is. I followed Gary for years. I had him come to speak at one of my events. Gary does the same exact thing a lot of times. They book him for a keynote and all he wants to do is Q&A because he knows that he can deliver more when somebody asks a question than he can if he prepares content. Why, thank you, Christine, you birthday girl, you. And that's the same with me. If you ask me a question, and next time I come out, I'll put riddle me this or Q&A or stump the Hockman or something. If you ask me a question, you're much more likely to get something valuable. So I'm going to recap what I just said. I'm going to give you guys some info about what's going on tonight in case any of you guys want to come. And I'm going to go back to work. 1, you have to get matter of fact. Okay? Matter of fact. Let go of the emotion surrounding it. Let go of the desperation. Decide that you're going to be well fed as far as leads. Decide I'm going to learn to generate more leads so that I'm never worried. See, if you only have one person to talk to and you talk to them and you whiff, it's like being punched in the gut. I have nothing else. I have nothing else. There is no more. But if you know that you have 50 other people that opted in over the last couple of days, you have lots more people to talk to, lots more people to reach out to, lots more people to be in contact with. You're not worried about which way the person's going. So 1, you got to get more leads, okay? 2, you got to learn how to generate them. Guys, if you're not learning how to generate leads, you're just going to be constantly chasing people, begging people for the rest of your career. It's not what you want to be doing, okay? It's great in the beginning. Warm market, absolutely. Local people, absolutely. But then when you get past that, you have to learn how to generate leads. Go ask any real estate agent. Go ask any professional, even attorneys. I was at the courthouse today for something, and an attorney comes by and he started asking me questions because he figured I was there, and just in case I wasn't happy. He didn't say this, but he gave me his card in case I ever needed help, right? And what he was doing was prospecting me because, I was sitting there by myself. I wasn't attended. So, So 1, you got to get well fed with leads, okay? Well fed with leads. And again, if you guys need help with that, I can help you with that. 2, you have to get matter of fact, okay? When you're talking to someone, remove the emotion. I have no emotion about whether I sell something to someone. You can feel it in my being. All pros are like that. And what's interesting too is, like a lot of times I watch people, oh, so-and-so prospected me. I can't believe they did that. Now, when one of my colleagues actually reaches out to me to let me know that they're doing something new, I actually think that's a compliment. I don't think it's like, oh, they're trying to get me. I think it's a compliment because they thought of calling me early on, which is powerful. So get more matter of fact. Let go of the emotion. Next, you need a series of questions that you ask the person. If you need to, do it on a checklist. Nobody's going to think any of it. We used to walk around with clipboards doing it. Put it on a sheet. Don't send it off to them. Ask them. Do a consultation. You just might need something on your computer to be like a cheat sheet. And make sure in there you ask them what they've tried before to solve their problem and how that's working out for them. So if somebody says to me, I say, and sometimes people try to mess with you because they're posturing with you. And I say, so what did you try before? And they go, LMNOP, I did this. And I go, great. How did that work out for you? And they said, it worked just fine. And then my instant answer is, that's awesome. Then you must be all set. It was great to meet you. And, really best wishes for your business. And then all of a sudden they go, wait a minute. And then they ask me another question. I go, well, you told me it's working out fine. And then they'll always say something like, well, I could always use more. I'd always like to get better. So it's always, what have you been doing? And how is that working out for you? And then you have to get crystal clear. Hi, Howie. You have to get crystal clear on your pivot then. Your pivot. Well, I'm sure I could help you with that. Let me show you what I have going on that can make a difference for you. Okay, whatever that is. Yes, Anna, you're correct. What have you tried before? So let's say you came to me and you said, I'm trying to grow my hair. I want my hair to be long for my wedding. Awesome. What type of hair do you have? Is it, is it straight? Is it curly? Is it oily? What type of hair is this you have? Terrific. And right now you're trying to grow your hair. What's held you back from growing your hair before? It just always breaks off, or it just doesn't grow past my shoulders. Great. Have you tried anything before to help with hair growth? And then you say to them, and then they'll tell you what they tried. Great. So how did that work out for you? 99% of the time they're going to go, well, it didn't. That's why I'm talking to you. And then you go, terrific. I'm sure I can help you with that. I have some great products that can help you with hair growth. And what I love about it is it's 30 days risk-free. You can try it, and if you don't get a good result, happy to get you your money back. Most of your companies have, return policies or whatever. Guys, don't be afraid of a return. Don't be afraid of somebody not being happy. I've made a fortune on 10-day trials and just saying, hey, listen, let's get you inside. It's 10-day trial. You can take a look around. It's $10. Happy to chat with you on it. And once you get in, so we can look through it together. And if you don't like it for any reason, cancel. We'll get you your $10 back. Okay, what I do is I get them in the door. Don't be afraid to sell someone something. Go, our shampoo combo and our hair growth combo is, $78. And I know it sounds, like cover their objection. I know that sounds a little expensive if you're used to buying Pantene or something, but trust me, the results we're seeing with people in hair growth are amazing. And I know you only have 90 days to your wedding. And if you're not happy at all, you can get a refund. Okay, that's the way you do it. Christine, what if it's your personal business service? I don't know what that means. Tell me more context. Tell me more about what that means, and I will give you what I would do. So for the rest of you guys, is this making sense? It's really, really, really simple stuff. What you guys have to do is practice. You have to talk to people. So let's say you get down the part about asking them questions, and then you don't learn to make the pivot yet. That's okay, because you get comfortable with the questions. What if you make the pivot and you offer and they go, no, I'm not interested? That's okay. Do not fear the rejection. By the way, guys, the reason I became an attraction marketer is because I absolutely hate rejection when I feel like I'm soliciting someone. But if somebody comes to me, yes, Linda knows me, get them on the list first. But if somebody comes to me or opts in and I follow up with them, and then it's not the right solution for them, I don't take that as rejection. I just take it as it's not the right solution, and or the person is not ready to buy yet. And if they're not ready to buy yet, my mentor taught me throw them back into the system. Throw them back into the system, which is why Linda brought up, and we didn't cover today, I always get them on my newsletter first. Because if they're on my newsletter first, if we don't find a solution for them today, they're still getting correspondence from me. They're still hearing from me. So another day they might finally decide, you know what, she's right. I'm going to hire her. You know what, she's right. I'm going to join with her. You know what, she's right. I'm going to go work with her. And it doesn't always happen on the first date, it just doesn't work that way. So when we get into reality and we understand that usually the person that I'm talking to today, hello, Shani, that I'm talking to today is not necessarily ready today, but I'm starting to build up this kind of like a suction cup of attraction that's making them want to come to me when it's time. I want to be in front of their face when it's time for them to buy, when they decide. I don't want to be forcing sales, okay? Guys, you can do a lot of manipulative marketing. Believe me, I know how. I was taught by the master. But in the end, it doesn't always, there's a difference between influence and manipulation, okay? Influence is swaying somebody your way. Influence is causing the person to want to be with you or learn from you, all those different things. Manipulation is kind of tricking them. And so when you base your marketing on manipulation, you will make the sale if you're any good, right? But you won't make the repeat sales because they'll go, have you ever done that? You ever buy something and you realize that they kind of tricked you afterwards and you're like, I'll never go back there. And then you tell everybody that you got tricked. So it's not something that I would build my business on if I was in anything like, if I were in network marketing, I never would. Now, if I'm selling sunglasses at the flea market and I can jam the person to buy 3 pairs instead of 1, with a special offer, and they don't even realize because I'm talking so fast that I just got them on 3 pairs. I'm never going to see them again? Yeah, I would. I would, because that's part of the game. That's what people like at flea markets and stuff. They like that type of thing. They like the deal or feeling like they're getting the deal. I end up going down somewhere else and I find out that the sunglasses you could buy for half of the price that I paid for them. That's the game. It's carnival, atmosphere. Hi, Donna, Renee, Cynthia. But especially if you are in network marketing, guys, it's all about relationships and longevity. And that's what people learned early in the internet side of things. Everybody thought they were so smart and they were jamming people through funnels into a deal, and it all fell apart. It always does. And then they'd go to the next one, so on. The longevity there is just not there. So anyway, this is what's going on. I got to go. I have to do some stuff and rework a presentation. If you guys have heard about the company that I work with, IQ Up, they have a product called Biz Up, and it's a brand package. And we had a beta offer going on. Probably the stupidest deal you'll ever see. If you need a site, if you need graphics, if you need a logo and all that type of stuff, video stinger, etc. We have a bundle. I'm wrapping this offer down. I'll close it down within the next 10 days. Will we stop the product? No, it'll just be reconfigured. It won't be the deal that's going on right now. So a whole bunch of people got it. Christine got it. And it's really cool. And if you haven't seen it, come tonight and see it. I'm going to put it on my wall. Come tonight and see it. I don't care if you get it. See, this is what we're doing. Are you somebody who might be able to use, like Riancy's having an amazing experience right now. She's super excited about it. And by the way, this is not an affiliate program. These guys that are excited are not saying it so they can make a buck. It's not an affiliate program, okay? It's not an affiliate program at all. I don't make a commission on it, guys. I'm the CMO of the company. I don't make a commission on it. What I do is I'm building a company and we're working into, we have colleges coming in this summer, real education company. I'm very excited about it. I feel like I'm somewhere where I'm going to make, that mark, that big mark. I mean, I feel like I've made a mark so far, but the big, indelible mark, I'm going to leave a hickey on the face of digital marketing, or at least on their neck. So I encourage you to come see it tonight, because it will be ending. No hoax, no, games, in this configuration. Will there be another configuration? Yes. Will it be as good a deal? And the reason why we did it this way is because we wanted to test everything, before we kind of opened it up at a larger scale. So for my friends, my buddies, take a look or pass the word if you know someone that's looking for something like this, because again, it really is a good deal. If you already have all this stuff, awesome. Maybe come observe the presentation, how I do it. That's cool. But pass the word, and I'd appreciate it, especially if, I've helped you in any way today. I would really appreciate it. I'll put the link here. Pass it around. Tell people to come down. I hope that was helpful. Birthday girl Christine asked a question. You got some good meat out of it. Now the question is, I know you understand it, and if not, continue to ask questions here. I'll get to them after. But what I want you to do is execute it, okay? What I want you to do is execute it. So you have to go make up those questions and practice with your leads. Practice being matter of fact. Practice a consultative approach. If you ask anybody that's joined me in anything in the last 10 years, that's the way I roll. It works really well. And it works really well with people who aren't ready to make the decision, because I'll generally have them locked into me so that when they do make the decision, they'll come back. Because isn't that what you want? I mean, if you speak to someone and it's not the right timing, don't you want them, excuse me, I got something in my mouth. Don't you want them to come back to you when it is the right timing? In a sea of people that are kind of pitching and doing goofy stuff, you can be the, the difference. You can be that person that is really appealing to them. The phrase that people say to me, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but the phrase they use, which tells me something, is, you're like a breath of fresh air. And that's what you could be, a breath of fresh air to people. In order to run your business this way, you have to do enough marketing to get enough leads so you have enough people to talk to. You either pull people towards you or you go out to people. Inbound sales, outbound sales. Both of them are great. Neither one is wrong, neither one is right. It's just a matter of what you like. But if you want to be consultative, you generally have to bring them towards you. If I were selling you insurance, I wouldn't just tell you about the hottest insurance deal. What I would do is ask you questions about what you need, your budget, how much coverage, etc., what's valuable to you. And then I would show you a couple different options for you. It wouldn't feel like a big sales pitch. What it would feel like is me listening to you and showing you solutions. So if you liked it, if it helped, please press share. I'm going to start having to do this stuff because, guys, this is good stuff and it needs to be passed around. So press share, drop a heart. Can you say that? Can you say drop a heart? Send me smiley faces. Send me pictures of unicorns and rainbows on my Facebook wall or anything else. Cute puppies, babies, dark chocolate. You should feel free to mail that to me. I don't need any dark chocolate. What else do I like? I like, I know it's International Women's Day. Shout out to all the chicks, but I want to shout out to the dudes too. I've always worked a lot with dudes and I don't know. I mean, I think it's great, but I'm just kind of not separation minded. Can't we just all like celebrate each other all the time, no matter who we are? Can't we just, I don't know, just be cool. Look, I got hearts and roses and a unicorn and more hearts and smiley faces. Wait, what else did I get? Can I move this without breaking it? Yes, more smiley grinny faces. That's good. All right, I like that. I like Emmylou gave me the unicorn and the rose. I like that one best, I think. You are the winner today, Emmylou. All right, guys, everybody have a great day. Everybody go wish Christine. Christine, do you say Ruiz or Ruiz? I think you say Ruiz. Go wish Christine a happy birthday. It's her big day. And are those dancing girls? I can't tell what they are. Or soccer players or something cool. Oh, everybody's got all their thingies out. That's pretty great. All right, guys, I'll put the link. Come down tonight if anybody needs a brand set up for them. Best price you're ever going to see. Super awesome. And I am Ruiz. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. And I will see you guys later on. And I have ordered a new tripod. So maybe, just maybe, I will have a tripod next time I come out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.